Hello, my darling critters! I'll be honest with you, I don't think much terribly happened in this episode, except we got another contact with Imogen's mother, and I have questions. Who am I? I am the BookTube goddess, the #1 drag queen booktuber on YouTube. I'll get to my conspiracy theories about Imogen's mother in a bit, but first, let's recap what happened in episode 42 of Belle's Hells. The first half of the episode was the final leg on the journey to Yios, and not much happened. There's no wandering monster encounters. There is a little bit of baking. And the most interesting thing was finding out a little more about Orum's sword, now blessed by Seratani. And he does finally give it a name.
Look at my sword. I pull it out, and there's just like vines, tendrils going all up my forearm, holding it in place. Look at this thing. The gods are watching.
Did that change?
I cover his face like Spider-Man in vine tendril from 7 feet away. And I pull him in close. Yeah, it does all kinds of stupid shit now. The gods are watching. After you guys left, the statue of Seratani, of the Wild Mother, Seratani, started to glow. I don't know, I just got a feeling from it. Fern saw, ask her. And, she gave me a blessing, I guess.
That's incredible. You should really name your sword.
I did.
Oh.
I did, yeah. Uther told me he had like a really badass weapon with a scary name about taking people's jaws off. I didn't feel like that was right for me. And, the sword already has sentimental value. It was from Will. And I'm never going to let go of it. So I tried to think, what is something that speaks to Will and speaks to me and speaks to the blessing she gave. Anyway, this is Seedling.
Oh.
The Wayward Pilgrim. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. That's a good name.
Cut myself.
Hand wrap. Yep. It's going to be happening a lot. Don't worry, it toughens up the skin.
All right, maybe I'll come to you for pointers, too. But I'll start with this.
I don't know much about the gods or if they're listening, but if they are paying attention to someone, I'm glad it's you.
Finally, we arrive at Yios in the second half of the episode. And there they take rooms at the Lake Cap Lounge, which has a casino in it. So most of this second half of the episode is taken up by gambling. There's 2 games in the inn which can be played naturally with dice. Chetney wins over 500 gold. Fern tries to cheat. FCG wastes a costly divination spell, and everyone else loses a lot of gold. We do find out that Laura Bailey, not her character, but the person, may have a slight gambling addiction.
I know, that looks really fun. I really want to play it.
Let's go!
You want to go play? Go play.
Now we know the rules. It'll be fast. Come on. Come on.
I'm into it.
All right.
Let's do this shit.
Yeah,
Right,
that was a fun
fun.
game.
Shit.
It is so fun. I would be doomed if this was for real.
I know.
I don't think we've never done a Vegas trip.
Some of us have
That's
been to Vegas
probably a
together,
good
but
thing.
not
I
this
feel like
group.
Laura would be a bad influence.
Hate Vegas.
You can't go to Vegas with Laura. She tells me to leave.
Not a fan.
Really?
She's like,
Every time you come to the table when we're at Vegas, I start losing.
Okay.
If you
Are you a
leave,
cooler?
I win.
Wow.
You come, as soon as he stands over my shoulder, the table goes to shit.
I'm clearly a cooler.
Now, from a storytelling perspective, this episode sucked. We spent 4 hours where not much happened. The plot barely moved forward other than arriving at Yios. But I think this episode may appeal to those who do play D&D, at least it did for me, simply watching the players having fun gambling. There is just something authentic of getting lost in the diversion of their own making, in this case, spending most of the session gambling. Certainly I've played in games where we just got caught up in some stupid sidebar that the DM wasn't expecting. I wouldn't want to see a bunch of episodes like this back to back, but for me, it was kind of fun. What about you? Let me know down in the comments. And while you're there, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. There was one really interesting tidbit, which I mentioned at the beginning, and that was Imogen contacting her mother. And this ongoing storyline where we thought her mother was dead, just visiting her in the dreams to warn Imogen against the Red Storm, and we recently found out her mother is alive. And now Imogen wants to contact her and actually meet her. Imogen is kind of cagey about it because she sneaks away from the other members of Bell's Hells, which is interesting. But when she does contact her mother definitely does not want to be found.
I'm gonna fly up and go up above the city and look down at everything. Look down at the lake and take in the lack of sound in my head. And I'm gonna cast Sending and try to contact my mother again.
Okay.
I'm in Yios. Are you here? I know you want to stay distant, but please, I need guidance. Please.
It's 45 grueling seconds of silence before your mother's voice comes back through towards you. If you're there, then you need to stay there. Stay safe. I understand the need for answers, but it's a real dangerous journey. She casts Sending towards you.
Ooh.
I've given up so much to keep you safe. At the end of it all, it's all I want. Please.
Mother, this storm is coming. If you keep running from me, I'm afraid I'm gonna get swept up in it. find you in the end.
If you keep running towards me, you'll definitely end up swept up in it. Imogen. Run.
I don't respond. I'm just gonna stay up above the city for a while before I fly back down.
So, what is going on with Imogen's mother? Let the conspiracy theories begin. It could be as simple as Imogen's mother being overprotective, but is anything ever simple in a Matt Mercer story? Why does she say that finding her would put Imogen in great danger? We only know that the mother abandoned Imogen when she was a baby, and that she was involved in some sort of study of the Rudius born. Could she be trapped or isolated in some sort of ongoing experiment? And as far as Rudius itself goes, we know there is a city on that moon. Could Imogen's mom be in that city? And what would it mean? I've been saying I felt like we were being set up for a Spelljammer space adventure. Will they need to refit their ship to be able to fly to the moon for some sort of rescue mission? Again, Imogen's mom, Liliana, doesn't want to be found. And we know there are two sides to this Rudius conspiracy. The Grim Verite found out that an ancient god or gods may be trapped on Rudius, and they are trying to stop another group who are trying to harness its power at the apogee solstice. What if Imogen's mother, either willingly or unwillingly, is part of the group trying to harness its power? What if Imogen's mother is part of the same group as Bell's Hell's most notable adversary, Odahan Thal? What if Imogen's mother is a villain? And if Imogen's mother is a villain, which side will Imogen choose? All we can do is speculate, but if you have any insights or know any other conspiracy theories, let me know down in the comments. The episode ends with the party hiring a very interesting guide and finally going to the Eidenland Seminary. On their way there, they are attacked by a mysterious bird-like creature. Could this be FCG's nemesis, Shithead? We'll have to wait until the next episode to find out, but of course it won't air until after the holiday break. And as usual, I'll be there. Until we meet again, may all the books you read and campaigns you play be blessed.